That we will. Nice to have you back in the saddle next to me. And I will say I underestimated how much free airtime that I would have to fill on my own. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I kind of thought it, to be the worst. And then if it wasn't too bad, but I will tell you, I walked out of Greg James Field with a scratchy throat by the time I got back to Baxley, but we got it done. And then we were not able to call last night's game, and we received a few texts that we may not be welcome back at any more baseball games this year, Taff, from the way our boys put on a show. I guess there's no other way to put it than that yesterday evening in Vidalia, Georgia.
Well, that's a game that you can ride the momentum, as I know some of you didn't get to listen as we weren't on air with it, but 18 runs on 18 hits, no errors, and Vidalia had no runs on 3 hits and 2 errors. A couple of stats that you've seen on there, Mason, me and you was talking about. Colin Ewalson had 2 long balls in that game, went 5 for 5. I was told that he hit for the cycle.
It was confirmed this morning. He did hit for the cycle. Talked to a coach this morning, and that was confirmed. So, yes, 2 home runs along with the cycle. 2 home runs is a night to remember, much less you do it on the same night you hit for the cycle.
That's exactly right. As I was sitting here counting, 13, 17 and 18 hits was 1 through 5 right there. So the top half of that lineup absolutely demolished the ball, sounds like. But, yeah, if that was to keep happening, I don't think they would want us back, because we might be the bad luck in that situation.
But the bad juju as it is.
Yeah, but maybe we can ride that right on into this game and see if we can get the sweep on these Vidalia Indians. As I was looking at some polls here, Mason, because I know some people are still interested in those, and I go by Max Preps. Now, there's 10 different ones that you can look at, and I'm sure we're different in all of them. But this is Max Prep, and I'll go 10 through 1. Number 10, Vidalia, cracked the top 10, so this is a top 10 matchup. Model number 9, 10-4 on the season. Rockmart number 8, 10-6 on the season. Toombs County comes in at number 7. We'll see them later in the year. 10-5 on the year. Cook County number 6. Redan number 5, 14-1 on the year. Appling County comes in at number 4. These next 2 you see all the time. Number 3 is Mount Perrin Christian. Worth County jumped all the way up to number 2, 12-2 on the year. And North Cobb Christian, that's nothing new. 14-1 on the year.
As those 2 juggernauts out of the same region have loaded up once again, and they look to make another deep run in the playoffs. And as last year they met head-to-head in the state championship game like Appling County and Pierce County did back in 2012. One was on one side of the bracket and the other was on the complete opposite, and they shook hands and said, hey, we'll see you on a few weeks.
And that's exactly right. And looking at your standings in the region, Appling County is leading the way, 4-1 in the region. Toombs County sitting right there with us, tied for first at 4-1 in the region. Vidalia coming in at number 3, so this is a big game for Vidalia, one they'd like to get. Pierce County getting that 4th spot as of right now, sitting at 2-2. Brantley County 1-3 in the region. Tatnall 0-5 in the region. So still got Toombs to come, Pierce to come, and Tatnall. So still a lot of baseball to be played, but this is a big one to win today.
A ton of baseball left to be played, and yes, this would be our first region sweep of the year, as we did fall short in the Brantley County series due to the rain. The game was officially called, and we did catch the short end of the stick there, and we did win the series 2-1, though. And the goal is obviously to sweep every series, but if we do come up short, we at least want to win the series.
You'll usually be in pretty good shape if you can do that. Mason, I think we got some lineups ready.
That we will. We'll go ahead and get the Indians lineup as the head coaches are heading towards home plate. So leading things off for the Indians this afternoon is going to be number 17, Jackson Berry, and he's actually going to be on the mound for the Indians. Batting second, number 8, Braden McCall, and he'll be patrolling center field. Batting third, number 23, the first baseman, Veer Patel. In the cleanup spot, number 16, the shortstop, Carson Ricks. Batting fifth is your DH, number 28, Lawson Lowe. He'll be hitting for number 15, Rylan King. He'll be behind the dish tonight. Batting sixth, number 14, the second baseman, Andrew Northfleet. Seventh, number 18, the third baseman, Tucker McDonald. Batting eighth is number 2, the left fielder Mason Toole. And rounding out that Vidalia Indians lineup is number 4, your right fielder Ty Beck.
All right, let's look at your Pirate lineup. That's going to lead things off with Colin Ewaldson, as we mentioned, coming off a huge game last night. Grayson Hall is going to bat second. He's over at second base. Colin was out in right field, if I didn't mention that. Jason Griffiths in the 3-hole over at shortstop. NJ Nance moves up to the cleanup spot. He's out in center field. Nate Livingston drops 1 to number 5. He's behind the plate. And the 6th spot will be Landon Anderson. He's over at first. J.E. Sykes will be the DH for Jack Carter, who's getting the start on the mound tonight. Caden Walls will be in the 8th spot out in left field, and Nolan Sykes will end things off for the Pirates in the 9-hole, and he will be over at the hot corner at third today. So, Mason, it's a great day for baseball. You can't ask for much better weather.
This has got me thinking we're getting closer and closer to playoff baseball, because almost every game we called last year in the playoffs was something similar to this. Some days it was a little hotter. I did get my first sunburn on the top of my head last year playing Worth County right here at home. I decided to wear a visor and did not realize my hair was thinning like it was, Taff.
That's exactly right. And I was sitting here trying to look something up, as we have just a minute before we get to some baseball, just kind of talking here. But looking at some of these other regions, and that Jeff Davis region is interesting to me, because you would cross with them in the second round. We mentioned earlier in the year, don't count that Jeff Davis team out. They started 0-7. They haven't lost a game since.
And that's just as we mentioned numerous times, and as we expected. We know the program that Coach Glass runs over there, and we know that non-region schedule he puts up for his boys is one of the toughest in this part of the state, and I'd like to say probably one of the toughest in the state if you were to go pound for pound strength of schedule.
Oh, yeah, and they have 3 in the top 10, and our region has 3 in the top 10. So we got Worth, 2, Cook, 6, and Jeff Davis. Well, they fell to 13. They was in the top 10, but I'm sure they worked their way back up in there as well. So we'd expect to see that. So 2, as it said, Appleton County has Vidalia, Toombs, and us in our region, of course. So that'll be an interesting matchup if you can get to round 2. And I'm sure some of us will, and some of them will.
Yeah, it won't take Jeff Davis very long at all to climb those standings and get back to where they usually are. And even if they don't, you mess around, and I'll make a March Madness analogy. You mess around as a 1-seed or 2-seed and think they're going to roll into town and be an easy series win. You've got some better things coming, as if you are not on your toes, you will be upset in round number 1.
I'm not a huge basketball guy, but speaking of March Madness, I'm sure you'll be over there checking some scores throughout this game, as we have made it to one of the best times of the year in the March Madness tournament. And
for sure, if you're a sports fan, as myself, and I'm a basketball fan, but love me some college basketball. Luckily, both of us on air are big North Carolina Tar Heel fans, so we do share that. At least one's not a Duke fan. So we'd probably have to sit at different tables this time of the year.
That's exactly right. But it looks like we're getting pretty close to a first pitch here. We're going to, I guess, get some lineups and a national anthem out of the way. So we will take a break here from our sponsors for a minute. We'll be back with the first pitch. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
Play ball! Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Gold Miles West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
This is Gretchen Bailey, Appling County Probate Judge. Appling County has always been my home. The Appling County Pirates have always been my hometown team. Roots are what bind a community, and they run deep in this Appling County resident. The Appling County Probate Court documents your roots, and with each new birth, those roots continue to grow. I desire to honor my roots by serving the citizens of Appling County. Honor your roots this election. Make your voice heard, and re-elect Gretchen Bailey, Appling County Probate Judge.
Paid for by the candidate. You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back.
Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
See Rents and Rents Insurance on South Main Street in Baxley or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs. Let's go for a slice. Village Pizza in Baxley has the best pizza around. Everybody knows that, but did you know they've also got a variety of delicious cheese sticks, fresh sandwiches, and barbecue and hot wings? Why not treat yourself to the lunch buffet? It's chock full of just about everything your heart and stomach desires, and it's available from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. They've got a party room in the back, perfect for birthday parties and meetings. Village Pizza on North Main Street in Baxley, open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Give Village Pizza a call, 912-367-9851.
Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Omaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Omaha Oil. Murray Oil and Omaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
When should you call Lisa Pierce at the Lisa Pierce Agency in Baxley? If you drive this. If you fly this. If you ride this. Lisa Pierce is serious about protecting your business investments and toys. Stop and see Lisa Pierce at 395 West Parker Street in Baxley, or call her at 912-367-4100. She makes it personal.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Identify yourself.
WUFE and W244CR. Baxley.
I like them even better now.
The greatest hits of all time. The Big Wolf 96.7.
Welcome back. Getting close to the first pitch here, going into the top half of the first. And Jack Carter on the mound for the Pirates tonight, getting the start on the bump. Looking at what I am looking at, you got the Pirates in their all-white jerseys with the red stripes, red letters, red hats with the black bills. Vidalia is in the burgundy, I guess you'd call that, tops with the old-school sleeves with the stripes on the side with the white pants. And burgundy helmets to go with it. I don't know what they wore the other night. What color were their uniforms in Vidalia? Off the top of my head, I believe it was a white or gray, or it might have been a gold base with the maroon sleeve. It was more like a vest. I do like them old school jerseys with the two stripes on the side. Yeah, kind of looks like the old Pittsburgh Pirates, just a different color. So Jack's still taking his warm-up. And I was talking to There's some people around the ballpark and a couple on the coaching staff. And I guess it'll all depend on how Jack looks on the mound and what the pitch count looks like. But I know Jason Griffiths didn't throw a whole lot of pitches. He might be one that you can go to. And I think we still have a few other arms as both games have been kind of quick ones.
They have, and you had Colin Watson go complete game in game one, 108 pitches. So he's about the only one you can rule out for tonight. But, yes, with that being said, Pirates did not have to use anybody else. Therefore, pretty much got our whole staff intact and ready to roll if we need them.
And you still got Carter, Griffiths, Dean, Walls, Sykes. I think just about everybody is available tonight for the Pirates, and we'll see how it turns out and who is needed in what spot. But we are ready to go here. Jack Carter going to start things off with Barry. What was his first name?
Jackson Barry.
First pitch fastballs up above the letters 1-0.
Jackson Barry will be pitching for the Indians tonight, so a little pitcher versus pitcher action to get us started here.
Yeah, that one's going to catch the zone. Like the black outer half, 1-1 now.
And if Jack Carter can keep that fastball there all night, we will have a very, very good night.
As he comes back with another fastball, that one's hit off the hands and foul out of play.
So Jack Carter ahead of Barry here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top half of the first. We are just getting started here as this is Vidalia's leadoff hitter in the box.
Goes breaking ball. Hits in the left-handed batter's box. 2-2 now.
Two here to Barry.
Fastball brushes him off the plate. 3-2.
Goes way ahead of Jackson Barry here. 1-2, and Barry's worked it back here to a full count.
And I'm not sure what he thought that was. It was right down the middle, and that'll be strike 3 and out number 1, but he was headed towards first.
He sure was. I guess he had to think that ball was low, but that was fastball right at the knees down the middle. Not a much better pitch than I'd wish for in that situation.
And much less with 2 strikes. That's one you probably want to take a hack at. Now the first pitch here to McCall. I guess missed a little bit low, 1-0.
Braden McCall will be patrolling center field this afternoon for the Indians.
That pitch is hit right back at Jack Carter. Stabs it above his head on 1 hop and flips it underhand over to first for out number 2.
So after laboring in the first at bat, Jack Carter gets Braden McCall very quickly there, and that's going to bring up the Indian 3-hole hitter Veer Patel. And speaking of 3-2 counts, first 3 or 4 innings the other night in Vidalia Taft, Colony Watson saw a number of 3-2 counts, and that's why that pitch count was up high.
Fastball swung on and hit foul over towards the Pirate hitting facility.
That was almost my truck.
It sure was.
I think John Paulie Walton's right there beside me, so maybe it'll get his before mine. I know he's an insurance man. He can probably find a loophole in that system.
Yeah, he can probably cover that.
There we go.
And if it hits yours, maybe he can get yours fixed too.
There we go.
0-1 off the hands, tailing down the left field line and foul.
So back-to-back fastballs here to Patel. Seem to be behind both of them.
I remember this kid from last year.
That is correct. Fairly young guy, I believe. Sophomore or junior still. My gut says sophomore, but I think he's a junior.
He sure looks the part. Left-handed hitter in the box. 0-2, hit off the end cap, and somehow pulled it down the first base line and foul.
That he did. So after 2 fastballs, we slowed it down for him, and he was a little ahead of it. Wouldn't surprise me to run a fastball here, letter high, see if we can get him to chase something. Or Jack goes to that breaking ball for the first time in this at bat.
I like it as both of his toes is on the line, hugging home plate. And that one's going to miss just outside. 1-2. Great pitch, though.
Great pitch. Tried to bring the breaking ball back through the back door there. And I think it got the plate, but may have been too low, possibly.
I agree. That one's going to bounce right in front of home, and now it's 2-2.
Deuce is wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here to the Indian 3-hole hitter, Veer Patel, playing first base tonight.
Just does miss under the knees, 3-2.
Very good 2-strike pitch there from Jack. That's where you want to miss if you're going to miss to the 3-hole hitter.
Almost certainly. Payoff pitch on the way. Ground ball. 4 hops fielded by Grayson Hall. And he flips it over to first sidearm and gets out number 3. So 3 up and 3 down for Jack Carter in the top of the first. Nothing doing. Going to the bottom half of the first, you're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Are you ready to make the change to a career that empowers you to make a difference? Georgia Allied Health Institute in Hazelhurst is training students for high-paying, in-demand jobs that matter. They offer programs including patient care technician, ultrasound technician, phlebotomy technician, dialysis technician, medical assistant, and certified nursing assistant. They also offer a prep course for RN students who need to prepare for the NCLEX. Give Georgia Allied Health Institute a call today, 770-370-7686, or visit them online at alliedhealthinst.com.
Nothing beats that ride home after winning the big game, especially if you're riding home in your new ride from Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Woody's highly trained team has been coached to get you the most car for your money and the most money for your car. Let us go to bat for you. Whether you're looking for the latest, greatest, top-of-the-line sports car or a safe, sensible SUV to take the kids to and from the game, you'll find your perfect ride when you talk to Woody. Together, let's drive to Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC in Baxley.
If you're a Class A CDL holder with at least 2 years of experience, come on out and apply to Williams Brothers Trucking. WBT cares about the safety of their employees, and they want you as a part of their family. They offer great benefits, competitive pay, 401k, health care, and hauls that will have you back home every day. We look forward to working better together with you. Williams Brothers Trucking wants to wish the Appleton County Pirate baseball team good luck this season, and go Pirates.
Bottom half of the first coming up. Pirates due up here trying to stay on that trend they started yesterday and was able to put up 18 runs and see if we can keep that riding.
Yeah, more times than not, there's either one extreme or the other. You come out and you stay hot, or you just try to overdo it and try to emulate what you did the day before, and it just does not work. And hopefully the Pirates come out and just let it flow naturally, have a good time, and get close to the same performance. And that's what I was talking to one of the players about today. I said, heck, man, 50 or 60% of that performance every game would be very nice.
Most definitely. And the first pitch to Colin Ewaldson swung on. He comes out aggressive, fouls it back into the net.
So after a career night last night, Colin Ewaldson seeing the ball better than anybody in the lineup now. That fastball misses up and out for ball one, evens the count. One ball and 1 strike.
You can't do much better than what he did last night. That one in the dirt, 2-1.
As we were talking about, 5 for 5. You know, the 2 home runs would have been enough.
Lined out in the left field, down for a base hit. He's 6 for his last 6.
When you're hot, you're hot. He hit that ball about 2 inches off of the hand and fisted it in between the shortstop and left fielder. 100-mile-an-hour exit velo in the book. And the Pirates have the leadoff runner on here to begin things in the bottom of the frame. Going to bring up Grayson Hall.
You were at that last game. Do you still have the stats? I was trying to figure out when he made his last out. And that one's in there for a strike, 2-1.
I'll be honest with you, I did not keep anything. I didn't even write down on my book, if that tells you anything.
It's tough to talk in.
I thought I could multitask, and if I wouldn't have missed the first inning with the Game Changer app, I probably would have got my book out. If I'd have went straight from my book, probably could have did it.
Breaking ball, a little bit outside and in the dirt. trying to figure out if that's 1-1 or 2-1. I got 1-1. And that one almost hits Grayson. Now 2-1. So Jackson Berry ready to deliver the 2-1 pitch. Lined into center field, and that's going to be in there for a base hit.
Great piece of hitting there from Hall. Kept his hands back, let that fastball travel deep in the zone, and got the barrel right to it and drove it right back over Jackson Berry's head for a single. So back-to-back singles here. Pirates seem to be picking up where they left off last night, Taft.
They sure do. That's going to bring up Jason Griffiths, who's also coming off a very good night.
The question mark for this Pirate team coming into the season was the bats, and everybody knew it.
Breaking ball in the dirt, and Griffiths jumps ahead 1-0.
So if we can get the bats going and on par with the defense and the pitching, this team can make another deep run in the playoffs.
1-0 pitch. That one's also in the dirt. Good stop by King behind the plate to keep that one in front of him.
Rylan King with a very good job there, throwing his body out in front of that ball to keep the runners at bay, keep the force in play.
That pitch swung on, hit high in the air, out into right field. Right fielder does not. All right, that pitch was hit into right field. Right fielder was not able to find it as he lost it in the air, and it fell innocently to the dirt, and that's going to load the bases up for the Pirates. Now NJ Nance going to hit a ground ball over to the third baseman. He steps on third, throws it to home, and Colin Ewaldson slides in to first and is safe. Had it been a forced play, he would have been out. But he had to put the tag on him as he touched third and got the out. But the Pirates do open up the scoring, and it's 1-0 Appleton County.
What did you score that one on, Dayton?
Error.
3-9. That is what I thought as well. So first and second for the Pirates. Nate Livingston steps in the box. We do cling to a 1-run lead early here in the bottom half of the first, and Nate's first pitch is a fastball up in the zone for ball one.
They started a hit on the board as that one's going to be hit foul down the left field line. As that's one of those, when the sun gets in your eyes, it's just a tough play to score.
It is. 9 times out of 10 should be a routine pop fly to the right fielder. So 1-1 to Livingston. Breaking ball in there for a called strike number 2. So 1-2 here to the Pirate catcher, Nate Livingston.
Pitcher's going to step off the back of the rubber. Gather himself. Runners at first and second for the Pirates. 1 out. 1-0 score. Pirates lead. Breaking ball line shot right by the pitcher's ear and in the center field for a base hit. Baseman Griffith is going to come around and score standing up.
And that is 2-0 Pirates. Good piece of hitting there from Nate Livingston with 2 strikes. Kept his hands back on the breaking ball, and good breaking ball from Barry, and all the way there was a strike at the last minute, broke out of the zone, and Nate threw the barrel at it and got enough of it to drive it back up the middle and drive Jason Griffiths in for run number 2.
A very good piece of hitting by Livingston. It's going to bring up Landon Anderson with an opportunity to add some more to this 2-0 lead. Just in the bottom of the first, just getting started. Nance out at second. And Garrison Turner is the courtesy runner over at first.
as Anderson's did a good job of correcting one of his habits, and that's floating on that front foot, been staying back better, and that's ended up in better results for him and the team as that fastball misses up in the zone for ball one.
I missed that first pitch. He had fouled it off, so it's 1-1 now. Breaking ball, got him out front now, 1-2.
And I know we talked about it once or twice, but I'm ready for this young man to run into one as well.
I believe he can hit it a long, long ways.
I do too.
Breaking ball. That one's going to be hit high out in the right field. And remember, that sun's going to be tough. He's able to make the catch on this one. Nance is going to tag up and go 3 and be in there safely.
So Landon Anderson flew out to right field, but on that, N.J. Nance is able to tag up from second and get to third. So the runners at the corners here with 2 outs for the Pirates can bring up the DH, John Evans Sykes.
Pirates have pushed across 2 in this inning. They got a runner just 90 feet away. I'm sure they would like to get him across. Line up the middle and into center field for a base hit. And it is 3-0 Pirates.
Just like that. Manifested it into reality. And a crooked number for the Pirates here in the bottom of the first. Jumping out early and often here. Something you like to see. Pirates have struggled to score runs up until, I'd say, a week or so ago. And still didn't score them like we needed to in that Brantley series.
I would agree, as Walls has to spin out of the way there, 1-0. 3 runs on 5 hits here in the bottom of the first so far for the Pirates. And another one he lost upstairs, 2-0. That one's going to be knee high in the zone, 2-1 now. And the pitch, a little bit behind the fastball, and that's going to even it up at 2-2. So Deuces Wild on the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. And got the called strike 3 on a fastball that caught the black outer half, and that'll be out number 3, but not before the Pirates get 3 runs on 5 hits. Here in the bottom of the first, going into the top of the second, you're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
Hey, y'all, this is Appleton County Sheriff Mark Melton, proud supporter of our Pirate baseball team. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as sheriff. I'm seeking re-election, and I'm counting on your vote. When it comes to serving and protecting the citizens of Appleton County, my staff and I will crowd the plate and swing for the fences every single time. So help us hit a home run this election season. I'm Sheriff Mark Melton, and I approve this message.
They take the pain out of propane. Sykes Propane in Baxley is here to take care of all your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Sykes Propane also sells Warming Trends fire pits, Peterson Real Fire gas logs, Renai water heaters, Generac generators, and True Flame grills and outdoor kitchens. Owners Daniel and Danny Sykes are looking forward to serving you soon. Sykes Propane, located at 2174 Hatch Parkway South in Baxley. Give them a call at 912-367-1151.
There are many ways to establish a working relationship with your bank. Let us help you find the perfect relationship here at Community Bank of Georgia. Our knowledgeable staff is committed to forming a relationship with each customer to provide a sense of unity to obtain the highest level of customer service. Whether you are opening a checking account for your children or opening your first business, experience relationship banking the way it used to be here at Community Bank of Georgia. Come see me, Perry White, or any of our courteous staff at Community Bank of Georgia at 700 West Parker Street in Baxley.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Come back into this. Top half of the second, Pirates leading by a score of 3-0 as they put up a 3 spot in the bottom of the first. And we are 4, 5, and 6 to up here, I believe.
We are. Carson Ricks to lead things off for Vidalia. And the first pitch he sees hits into the left center gap, and Caden Walls does a great job of tracking it down for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top half of the second.
And Caden Walls did a good job there. Had to get on his horse for a minute, but ranged to his left and was able to make the play easily. Fairly well hit ball. Got a cleanup man for the Indians.
He's going to bring up the Indian DH, Lawson Lowe. Bounces around first base and the DH spot.
Big, tall lefty. Looks like a kid that if he gets one around on it, it can go.
Yes, sir.
As that one's going to be a breaking ball in the outer half that misses. And it's 1-0. Fastball does the same now, 2-0.
Here to Lowe.
Swung on and missed a fastball. He was a good bit behind that pitch. I believe he just took a half a step towards the pitcher's mound. And Jack goes back to the fastball, and it started it on the black, tailed off the plate, 3-1.
So after the 1 pitch out to begin the top half of the second, Jack Carter's behind Lawson Lowe in a 3-1 count as that fastball is in there for a called strike on the inside corner. So 3-2 is your count. Lowe chokes up on the bat about 1.5 inches.
Ground ball hit off the end of the bat over towards Dason Griffiths. He fields, throws a strike over to first in time for out number 2. And he kind of took his time on that ball. He had to throw a dart over there, but he was able to get the job done.
He did. Waited back on that ball a little more than we'd like to see, but it played out perfectly, and Pirates get the second out here in the top half of the second. It's going to bring up Andrew Northfleet, sporting the number 14 tonight, holding down second base. 2 outs here in the top half of the second. Appleton County's winning 3-0. The first pitch to Northfleet's a fastball that misses up in the zone for ball 1.
Lined out into center field. NJ Nance takes about 3 steps backwards and is able to pull it in for out number 3. And another 1-2-3 inning for Jack Carter. 3-0 Pirates going into the bottom of the second. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Omaha Building Systems is proud to support our Pirates. They do bid projects and design builds from the site work to the finished project. They can assist with engineering and design to help you build to your needs while cutting unwelcome design costs. Omaha Building Systems is licensed and insured, and they've been in business for over 24 years. Owners Robert Tillman and David Barber are looking forward to hearing from you. Give Omaha Building Systems a call, 912-366-8486.
Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service is Baxley's trusted auto repair shop. Their skilled and professional team is committed to getting you back on the road without breaking the bank. They do everything from oil changes and tire rotations to battery work and mechanic work, and they offer a 24-hour wrecker service. They even haul heavy equipment. Located on US 1 north of Baxley, Livingston's Garage, locally owned and operated. Give Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service a call today, 367-2459. That's 367-2459.
Play ball!
Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Bottom of the second coming up, 3-0 Appleton County. 3 runs and 5 hits for the Pirates. No runs for the Indians so far. 9-1-2 due up for Appleton County. It's going to be Nolan Sykes, Colin Ewaldson waiting on deck. Jackson Berry still on the mound, I believe he is.
That he is. See if Nolan Sykes can do what he's been doing all year and flip this lineup back over.
As he hits that one right off the inside of his left foot, and those never feel good.
Not at all. And you see some of these guys wearing that shin guard, ankle guard type Evo Shield protector, and Nolan does not have one of them on. That is the sole reason I went out and purchased one myself.
And that one almost got him in the helmet, and it's 1-1. Barry out of the line, got him way out front of a breaking ball, and it's 1-2. And I think he just fooled Sykes with that one. Went back to the fastball outside.
2-2 here to the Pirate third baseman.
And he elevates the fastball, gets the swing and the miss, and that'll be out number 1.
So back to the top of the lineup we go, and this is where Pirates started off hot in the bottom half of the first.
Colin Ewaldson is 6 for his last 6 that we know of. I don't have my stats to look at the game before that. It's a breaking ball that misses, I guess, broke around the plate, 1-0.
But yes, that game yesterday definitely helped some averages for the Pirates. Oh, yeah, as that breaking ball is in there for a called strike 1.
Well, and think about it. In the last 5 innings, 6 innings, the Pirates have scored 21 runs. As that pitch is swung on and missed.
Yeah, 21 runs, 21 unanswered at that.
Went back to that high fastball around the letters. Colin lay off. It's 2-2. Barry working quickly. Swing and a miss, and that is out number 2. V. Watson goes down.
Barry looking to settle in after a very rough bottom half of the first. Labored much more than he would have liked to and gave up a few more runs than he would have liked to.
Starts Grayson Hall off with one in the dirt.
Hall singled in his first at bat. Line one back up to the middle.
As Grayson, he gets a lot of those pitches. That one brushed him off the plate. I'd love to throw him inside. As there's another one he has to get out the way of, 3-0. That one's at the letters and misses, and that'll be a 4-pitch walk for Grayson Hall.
So after 2 very quick outs there's 4 straight to the Pirate 2-hole hitter and second baseman. And so that's going to send him down to first and give Dason Griffiths a shot.
Griffiths looking to stay hot. Grayson Hall's on his way to second. Throw down is not in time.
And that's going to put Hall in scoring position with 2 outs here. So single could make it a 4-0 ball game.
So 1-0 to Dason. Is swung on, popped up. Will it stay in play for the first baseman? It does. And that'll be out number 3. So nothing doing in the bottom half of the second for the Pirates. 3-0 your score. Appleton County leads. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Golden House West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
With over 17 years working in the courthouse, Gretchen Bailey has gained the trust of folks in Appling County. She knows that every case, every family, every decision matters. Re-elect Gretchen Bailey as your probate judge. Make your voice heard on Tuesday, May 21st. Let's keep her experience, her knowledge, her wisdom, and her understanding that she has earned over the years working for us. Let's keep the probate court in her capable hands. This message paid for by the candidate.
I'm Gretchen Bailey, and I approve this message.
Three runs on 5 hits for the Pirates, no runs on no hits for the Indians. And we're here in the top half of the third. And where are we at in the lineup there, Mason?
The Indians have 7, 8, 9 due up as Jack Carter has faced the minimum through 2 innings here.
And been pretty efficient in doing so, as I have him at just 24 pitches.
Probably the best we've seen Jack look all year.
Very possible. He has looked great through the first 2.
And that's another thing you can add to the list of positive outlook, as that fastball was about to get called a strike, but the home plate umpire thought better.
Was a very good pitch. I had already marked it a strike in my book. We can change that. 1-0 is your count. Swung on and missed, and that'll even it up at 1.
Pitch maybe an inch or 2 above where the first one was. So Tucker McDonald evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Right back to the fastball. Just does miss on the outer half.
That is a very good-looking pitch.
It was. Had to be on the white of the left-hander's batter's box.
And as a pitcher, that's where you're wanting to live.
Well, that one almost got a piece of McDonald, and it's now 3-1. And Carter in danger of surrendering his first base runner.
3-1 to McDonald.
And that's exactly what he does, is that'll be a leadoff walk for McDonald. And that's going to bring up the 8-hole hitter.
It's going to be Mason Sewell.
I don't have first names on mine. I have to look over at yours.
Tucker McDonald trots down to first. Vidalia is first base runner of the afternoon.
He squares around the bunt. And we actually get that strike call on the pitch that we thought was one previous to McDonald. So he pulled the bat back, and it's 0-1.
Ty Beck waits on deck.
That one is low in the zone, around the ankles. 1-1. And then Anderson holding McDonald on at first, about a 2.5-step lead. Squares around again, pulls it back, and it's another called strike, 1-2. Jack doing a great job working that outer half today.
He is. Been very consistent so far.
Goes breaking ball. Excellent play by Nate Livingston to stop that one from getting to the backstop.
Going to even things at 2 balls and 2 strikes here for the Indian left fielder. Two just slings the bat out there, hits it out in the center field.
N.J. Nance is going to be able to haul that in for out number 1.
Very awkward swing there, Taff.
It was. Just kind of threw his hands at it.
He did, and didn't continue through the swing, kind of stopped as soon as he made contact with the ball. Nonetheless, the first out here in the top half of the third, and that's going to bring up Ty Beck.
That one's going to be fouled off the plate. Actually comes up and hits him in the back. That's rare. You don't see that one very often. 0-1 now.
The leadoff Jackson Berry waits on deck.
Nice little double play here to see the minimum again for Jack would be nice. Fastball hits him in the elbow.
Wow. Hit him so hard he threw the bat at our dugout.
Sure did. So that is going to flip it back over to the top of the lineup for the Indians with runners at first and second. And 1 out for the opposing pitcher, Jackson Berry. Berry and Nate Livingston chatting it up there in the batter's box. A lot of these kids know each other, and I don't know if they do or not, but I would assume the way they're talking, they do. Fastball swung out front, and it's 0-1.
So runners at first and second for the Indians. Their first threat of the afternoon.
A little bit low and away, 1-1. Three to nothing's your score. Appleton County leads the Vidalia Indians. Top of the third. In the dirt, 2-1.
One out here in the top half of the third. Jack Carter is a ground ball away from getting out of this inning. And wouldn't it be nice?
We're going to hope you spoke it into existence. And there's the ground ball. Nolan Sykes fields it, but he's about a half a step into foul territory when he does. So you almost got it, as he would have just stepped on third and thrown it across, and it may have been the double play we were looking for.
Hopefully so. Maybe we can do it one more time here.
Very short lead out at second. Going to miss low and away, and that's going to run things full. So Jackson Berry's had 2 at-bats now, and both of them he got into a 3-2 count. Fastball had to be just a touch low. It's called ball 4.
Guys, that's a tough one to swallow there as a pitcher.
Yeah, that's one that you want there.
And he's been calling pitches around there and at the same spot all afternoon. So
if that's not at the knees, it's crossing mere inches under the knees.
Just been fairly inconsistent with that low strike call there with the fastball. So,
and it's not inside or out. It's right down the middle.
That it is.
So the bases are loaded now for the Indians, and they are threatening with 1 out here in the top of the third. 2-hole hitter McCall watches a pitch miss inside, 1-0.
So the Vidalia Indians do have the bases loaded here in the top of the third. Only 1 out. Braden McCall ahead here. 1 ball, no strikes.
And he just got hit on the elbow with the pitch, and that'll get the Vidalia Indians their first run at the game. That will probably get a visit from the pitching coach.
Without a doubt, as it would not shock me to possibly see someone get going in that Pirate bullpen, but we know the pitching lineup today would more than likely be Jack Carter, bring Dason in for a few, and then we'd still have Caden Walls available, still have Jared Dean available, still have NJ Nance as well. So plenty of arms available. Just got to do our best of not digging ourselves into our own hole here.
And Carter, through the first 2 innings, was about as economical and as good as you could be, I guess you would say, as he's seen the minimum through 2. And then led the third off with a walk. And hasn't looked terrible in this inning,
and he's not getting any favors done by the home plate umpire. When I say none, I mean zero. And that's going to bring in the Indian 3-hole hitter, Veer Patel. Bases are still loaded.
This ain't the bat you want in the box with it 3-1 game and the bases loaded with less than 2 outs.
Yes, the Indians are singled away from possibly tying this thing up.
Possesses a lot of power. And that one's going to miss low, and it's 1-0.
One and 0 to Patel.
That one's going to be under the knees and inside 2-0. And there's nowhere to put him.
There is not.
It's the big lefty Patel way ahead here. Pickoff attempt out to second. Nothing doing.
So the fake to third and then spin around, and Grayson Hall standing at second base trying to catch him sleeping out there.
Pirates try to steal him out. Not able to do so. 2-0 pitch on the way. Lined into center field, and that's going to be a base hit. Nance is going to throw it into the cutoff man, and it's 3-2 Appleton County.
So just like that, a one-run baseball game, and the Vidalia Indians have the tie and run 90 feet away.
Carson Ricks will be the hitter now. Bases still loaded and only 1 out.
Cleanup man here for the Indians. Playing shortstop.
Is that ground ball we needed? Boy, it looks even bigger now.
It sure does.
Breaking ball hits him in the hip bone, and that's going to tie the game up.
That it will. And after a very good first 2 innings, I believe that's going to be the end of the road for Jack Carter there.
And I believe it will be. We'll see who we turn to. I would think Dason may get the call here, or maybe Caden.
Looks like Caden Walls was going to get the call.
So Caden Walls is going to take his warm-up pitches. The Vidalia Indians have scored 3 here in the top of the third and tied this game up. We'll take a short break here from our sponsors. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back.
Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
See Rinse and Rinse Insurance, South Main Street in Baxley, or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
Everyone at South Georgia Insurance Associates wants to wish the Appling County Pirate baseball team a fantastic season. South Georgia Insurance Associates is an independent agency bringing the best in auto, agribusiness, recreational vehicle, church, flood, and business insurance to Baxley and surrounding areas. They work with many different insurance companies to find a plan that's perfect for you. You can learn more about the services and resources that South Georgia Insurance Associates offers and request a quote online at sgiainsurance.com. That's sgiainsurance.com. Go Pirates!
Welcome back. Still in the top half of the third as the Vidalia Indians have scored 3 runs on just 1 hit and have tied this game up, and we got a new baseball game, Mason.
A brand new baseball game, as I was muted there, Taft. Didn't realize it until it was too late, but yes, 3-3 is the score, and Vidalia is threatening to take their first lead of the game here.
That they are. New pitcher on the mound, Caden Walls. The Pirate lefty going to come in and try to clean up this jam that we have gotten in.
So, yes, after a very efficient and what we thought was the best Jack Carter we've seen all year through the first 2 innings, comes out in the third and just hits a very big hump, few bumps in the road, and I believe he hit 3 or 4 in 2 1/3, so you never like to see that. But we're going to turn to the lefty Walls to see if we can get that ground ball we were mentioning before the break.
So McCall's over at third, Patel out at second, and Rick's over at first for the Indians. The batter now will be Lowe. Big lefty-lefty matchup. That had something to do with the pitching change.
Definitely. That's exactly what I was thinking there. Playing a little matchup here. See if Caden Walls can get Lawson Lowe to roll over an off-speed pitch here, and we can get us a 6-4-3 and head back into the dugout and get that lead back. So 1 out.
Lawson Lowe now steps in. See if Caden Walls can find a way out of the jam. First pitch is a called strike, 0-1.
Bounces ball on the inside corner at the belt. And the lights are just coming on here.
Walls going out of the windup as the bases are loaded. Breaking ball, had him bailing out, but it didn't come back far enough. 1-1.
And Caden Walls almost hit Lawson Lowe with a breaking ball, which would have plated that go-ahead run. So 1-1 to Lowe.
Fastball in the dirt, now 2-1.
As the wind's gearing up a little, blowing out towards the left center field. Walls looks in. 2-1 pitch here to Lowe.
Ground ball hit foul into the Indian dugout. That'll even it up at 2. A strikeout would loom large here.
Very large.
Two breaking ball in the dirt, and that's going to run things full.
Another great job, Nate Livingston there, keeping that one in front of him and knocking him down at his feet. So 3-2 here to the Indian DH.
Fastball misses, and that's going to walk in another run, and the Indians have took the lead 4-3.
And this is just another case of the Pirates beating themselves.
Norfleet the batter.
Line out to center field in his first at bat.
It's going to miss in the dirt, 1-0. Four runs on one hit in this inning for the Indians.
And that tells the story right there.
That fastball catches the middle, 1-1.
So Wall's back in the zone.
Line into right field. Jack Carter coming in. Not going to be able to make the play. Throws it into home. Sails it all the way to the backstop. They got the runner hung up between third and home, and he gets back to third safe. And it's 5-3 Indians.
That it is. And 5 runs on what is now 2 hits after that one.
And that's one of those things when you walk people and you get base runners on. Even though they only have 1 hit going into that, 1 base hit, and it just seems like the wheels keep falling.
That's exactly right, as the Pirates started out very hot in the bottom half of the first and have dug themselves in yet another deep hole here. Still only 1 out.
Hit off the end of the bat over towards Grayson Hall. He's going to have to take the out at first, and he does so, but another run scores, and it's 6-3 Vidalia. A 4-3 on the putout.
Going to bring up left fielder Mason Toole. Flew out to N.J. Nance in center field in his first plate appearance. Runners at second and third with 2 outs.
As Nate Livingston is having himself a game behind the plate, knocks another one down that bounces off the plate, 1-0. So runners at second and third. That pitch going to be fisted off foul.
Even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Norfleet out at second. Lawson low. It's his lead from third base.
Went low and in and misses, 2-1.
And day in and day out, Nate Livingston earns his supper behind home plate.
And that he does. And that's one of those pitches that we just don't know what he's going to call in this game. And that's 2-2 now, as he got to call that time.
It is a coin flip every time that pitch is thrown in that location.
That knee-high fastball. As this one's going to be popped up, Nate Livingston's going to give it a look, and it gets out of play.
And the wind helped that one a little bit, as usually I would think that ball stays in right here on the warning track.
That ball's usually going to pull back towards home once it hits the apex. And that one kept right on going. So I agree with you.
And we'll do it again here at 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top half of the third, where Vidalia has plated 6 to take a 3-run lead.
Fastball upstairs, and it's 3-2. 9-hole hitter waiting on deck. Payoff pitch, and that's going to be another walk. And that's going to load them up again for the Indians.
That it is going to bring Ty Beck to the plate. Got hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. As the Pirates, as a whole here,
it's going to be the 7th walk in this inning.
I was about to say, are having a very tough time throwing strikes.
3 hit by pitches and 4 walks. Just in the top half of the third. You got to feel like this is a game that's not out of reach by any means, the way the Pirates has been hitting the ball. 6-3 ball game. You're not out of this thing. You just got to get back in there, get out of this inning, and let's go score some runs.
That you do.
Most definitely not an insurmountable lead. And still very early in this game in the top of the third.
Let me check this lineup out. I do believe we have a pinch hitter here, Taff. Going to try to get
number 6.
I will check the lineups we have. But number 6 is Ian Moy. So Ian Moy is pinch hitting for Ty Beck.
Another lefty. And it's now 1-1. As that first pitch was a called strike, that one misses outside.
And we're definitely going to be banned from baseball games.
I'm telling you. There's that knee-high fastball. Didn't get the call. 2-1.
And it is truly a coin flip on that pitch. As we've seen several called for a strike, and we've seen just as many called a ball.
That one's going to be lined over to Landon Anderson. He catches it on a short hop, and that was a great play.
Yes, it was. I know Kyle Miller is jumping up and down inside as he's a man of few words and a man of very little emotion, but first base holds a very big piece of his heart, and that is his baby over there. So great play by Landon Anderson, though, but not before the Indians plate 6 and take a 3-run lead heading into the bottom half of the third. Vidalia 6, Appling County 3. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Omaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Omaha Oil. Murray Oil and Omaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
When should you call Lisa Pierce at the Lisa Pierce Agency in Baxley? If you drive this. If you fly this. If you ride this. Lisa Pierce is serious about protecting your business investments and toys. Stop and see Lisa Pierce at 395 West Parker Street in Baxley. Or call her at 912-367-4100. She makes it personal.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Are you ready for a rewarding career? Georgia Allied Health Institute in Hazelhurst offers training that leads to real careers in the medical field. They offer day and evening classes as well as courses in a blended format, including on-site labs, online lectures, and externship experiences. Georgia Allied Health Institute also offers certification courses for medical professionals seeking to become eligible to test for certification. Give Georgia Allied Health Institute a call today, 770-370-7686, or visit them online at alliedhealthinst.com.
Identify yourself.
WUFE and W244CR. Baxley.
I like them even better now.
The greatest hits of all time. The Big Wolf 96.7.
Welcome back. NJ Nance stepping in the box for the Pirates. I know the Indians just had a huge top half of the third and have took a 6-3 lead over your Pirates. As Nance is in there trying to get things started here in the bottom of the third. I'm going to try to answer that 6th spot. That one's inside 1-0. Hard ground ball hit over to the shortstop. It stays on the dirt. He fields it cleanly. Throws a strike over to first in time for out number 1. So 6-3 on the putout. That'll bring up Nate Livingston, 1 for 1 on the day. And a line drive single into center field. Back in the first. That did score a run for the Pirates. And that one misses just outside. Around the knees. And it's 1-0 to Livingston. As this ball is going to be popped up. And it may stay in play. Catcher is able to make the play for out number 2.
So things just not going right for the Pirates now. I guess once the wagon gets off the road and catches a piece of the ditch, it's hard to get it back in the road.
Sometimes it takes a little while to change the tire and get it going again.
That it does. You got to take a breather and realize it's all going to be all right.
Landon Anderson in the box now, watches the first pitch miss. swung on and hit foul and out of play down the right side.
As Anderson's back out on that front foot during that swing.
One pitch. Line shot out into center field. Center fielder's drifting back, and he catches it over his left shoulder for out number 3. So 3 up and 3 down for the Pirates. 6-3 is your score. Vidalia leads the Pirates. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
Nothing beats that ride home after winning the big game, especially if you're riding home in your new ride from Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Woody's highly trained team has been coached to get you the most car for your money and the most money for your car. Let us go to bat for you. Whether you're looking for the latest, greatest, top-of-the-line sports car or a safe, sensible SUV to take the kids to and from the game, you'll find your perfect ride when you talk to Woody. Together, let's drive to Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC in Baxley.
If you're a Class A CDL holder with at least 2 years of experience, come on out and apply to Williams Brothers Trucking. WBT cares about the safety of their employees, and they want you as a part of their family. They offer great benefits, competitive pay, 401k, health care, and hauls that will have you back home every day. We look forward to working better together with you. Williams Brothers Trucking wants to wish the Appleton County Pirate baseball team good luck this season, and go Pirates.
Hey y'all, this is Appleton County Sheriff Mark Melton, proud supporter of our Pirate baseball team. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as sheriff. I'm seeking re-election and I'm counting on your vote. When it comes to serving and protecting the citizens of Appleton County, my staff and I will crowd the plate and swing for the fences every single time. So help us hit a home run this election season. I'm Sheriff Mark Melton and I approve this message.
All righty, welcome back, Pirates fans. We are heading into the top half of the fourth, and nothing doing for the Pirates in the bottom half of the third. We do have another pitching change for you as Caden Walls is going to make his way back to left field, and then we're going to call on the shortstop, Dason Griffiths, who started yesterday's game but only threw somewhere around 40 pitches. Therefore, he is fresh today, and just in case we needed him for Game 3. Didn't think we would, but it turns out that we're going to need to keep these Indians right where they are, Taft.
Yeah, I think he was somewhere only around that 25-pitch mark in that area yesterday.
So even less than what I originally thought, so that's even better.
That was what I was told. Probably 25 or 30, somewhere to be safe in that area.
But he's still got plenty left in the tank for tonight.
Most definitely.
And as we were saying, we were really hoping we wouldn't have to use him, but we're going to have to keep the Indians at bay as we jumped out to a very quick 3-run lead, and they answered with 6 of themselves in the top half of the third, which the majority of the Pirates gave to them.
And if it gives you an idea, 6 runs on 2 hits for the Indians, 3 runs on 5 hits for the Pirates. Anytime you see 6 runs on 2 hits, usually doesn't bode well for a pitching staff or a defense, one of the two.
That it doesn't. It's going to reflect one place or the other. So Dason Griffiths, first pitch of the ball game, is a fastball that had to be outside. And it is that same pitch that has been very inconsistent in what I would consider a coin flip all game, as that fastball is hit into the right center gap and tracked down by N.J. Nats for out number 1.
So a quick 2 pitches and 1 out for Dason on the mound. So now the 2 spot.
Braden McCall, the center fielder, steps in. Hit by a pitch in his last at bat.
And that ball's going to be hit hard out in the right field. Jack Carter darted in on that one, but was able to read it correctly and got back to it for out number 2.
Yes, he did break the golden rule there, Taft. You know, you usually want to take that first step back, especially on a line drive like that. That will sneak up on you very fast, and luckily he reacted to it and adjusted in a timely manner.
It looks like a changeup's going to miss low and away. And if you're Vidalia, you know you've seen Griffiths yesterday. You would think they would, and aggressiveness is always good, but I would come in this situation. That ball's hit up the middle and through. No, Colin Ewalton is able to make a stab at it and actually makes it a close play.
Made it a very close play because Patel as most would. Thought that ball was just going to get through, and he was already making that banana around first base there, and he had to get back in line quick, and he ended up only beating that by about a step.
He did. Great job by Ewalds, and he fielded that ball behind the second base bag.
A step or two in the grass.
Yeah. Changeup gets away from Livingston. Runner stays put at first, though. But what I was saying was, it's one of those situations that you want to try to make Griffiths throw as many pitches as possible, but they've come out and have been very aggressive, swinging at the first and second pitch every at-bat so far. And got a quick 2 outs in the process. 1-0, fastball called for a strike, 1-1. Terrell stretching his lead over at first slightly. Breaking ball swung on and foul. I think that one got a piece of Livingston on the way back.
It sure did. As that changeup from Griffiths has a lot more action on it than it usually does. And his circle change does move a healthy bit, but tonight it seems like it's got an extra few inches on it.
Yeah, I just caught the tail end of that. I actually thought that was the slider.
Crazy. And it's very exaggerated. You can see that pronate spin.
As that ball is going to be hit over to Grayson Hall at short. He fields it and flips it underhanded to second for out number 3. So nothing doing for the Indians in the top of the fourth. 6-3, Pirates trail. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
They take the pain out of propane. Sykes Propane in Baxley is here to take care of all your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Sykes Propane also sells Warming Trends fire pits, Peterson Real Fire gas logs, Renai water heaters, Generac generators, and True Flame grills and outdoor kitchens. Owners Daniel and Danny Sykes are looking forward to serving you soon. Sykes Propane, located at 2174 Hatch Parkway South in Baxley. Give them a call at 912-367-1151.
There are many ways to establish a working relationship with your bank. Let us help you find the perfect relationship here at Community Bank of Georgia. Our knowledgeable staff is committed to forming a relationship with each customer to provide a sense of unity to obtain the highest level of customer service. Whether you are opening a checking account for your children or opening your first business, experience relationship banking the way it used to be here at Community Bank of Georgia. Come see me, Perry White, or any of our courteous staff at Community Bank of Georgia at 700 West Parker Street in Baxley.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Omaha Building Systems is proud to support our Pirates. They do bid projects and design builds from the site work to the finished project. They can assist with engineering and design to help you build to your needs while cutting unwelcome design costs. Omaha Building Systems is licensed and insured, and they've been in business for over 24 years. Owners Robert Tillman and David Barber are looking forward to hearing from you. Give Omaha Building Systems a call, 912-366-8486.
All right, welcome back. As we've already had one pitch, and it was to J.E. Sykes. He hit a ground ball to the shortstop. He had to come in and range a little bit to his right, throw across to his body, and got J.E. Sykes by about a half a step.
Very good play by the shortstop, Carson Ricks. And first pitch Caden Wall sees is a changeup from Barry, and he swings through it for strike 1.
And back to a off-speed pitch. Yes, does miss 1-1.
Looked pretty good from here. I do believe Barry got snubbed.
I agree. Almost an identical pitch. And he swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
And the fastball is in there for called strike 3. Another questionable call, and it is in that same spot that we've been hitting on all night. That is pretty much a coin flip when it's thrown there. So as a hitter, you've just got to swing. That's going to bring up Nolan Sykes. And the first one to Sykes is a fastball that misses down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. And that pitch is lifted into center field. where Braden McCall is going to corral it for out number 3, and nothing doing for the Pirates as they go in order in the bottom half of the 4th. We're heading to the top half of the 5th. Vidalia still clings to a 3-run lead by a score of 6-3. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service is Baxley's trusted auto repair shop. Their skilled and professional team is committed to getting you back on the road without breaking the bank. They do everything from oil changes and tire rotations to battery work and mechanic work, and they offer a 24-hour wrecker service. They even haul heavy equipment. Located on US 1 north of Baxley, Livingston's Garage, locally owned and operated. Give Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service a call today, 367-2459. That's 367-2459.
Play ball!
Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Golden House West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
All right, welcome back. Top half of the 5th, Vidalia Indians leading by a score of 6-3. Lawson Lowe is going to lead things off here for Vidalia against Mason Griffiths.
5, 6, 7 due up here, and just got an update. Pierce County's on top of Brantley in Brantley by a score of 7-5. Do not know what inning that is in. And when I find out, if I find out, I will let y'all know. First pitch to Lowe is a circle change from Griffiths, and it is in there at the belt for a called strike.
Oh, and 1 on the way. Breaking ball. 1-1. I guess it missed Lowe.
That's got to be it. Same pitch. That's a coin flip location. Right there around the knees.
1-1, no doubt where that one's at. Thigh high down the middle, 1-2. Goes with the changeup, got him way out front. And that'll be a strikeout and out number 1.
Big strikeout there to keep that leadoff runner off the base paths, and that's going to bring up Andrew Norfleet. Singled in his last plate appearance. 1 for 2 on the night. Fastball misses down in the zone.
That one was a little low in the zone. Can't argue that one much. 1-0 swung on and missed a fastball, 1-1. Way behind another fastball, 1-2.
And I don't know if I slow it down for him right here, Taff.
I don't believe so.
I know the changeup's been working good for Dason, but
he went fastball, caught up with it, but hit it to the shortstop, Grayson. And he throws a strike across the infield for out number 2.
Great job there from Hall as he came in hard on that ball right off the bat. And right there before he fielded it, it took a funky hop, and Grayson Hall, with the very good hands he has, handled it and almost bobbled it on the exchange, but clean exchange, and threw him out at first as that fastball's in there for a called strike, and what I would think would be one of the very questionable locations is I thought that fastball was down in the zone for sure. And that changeup misses in the dirt, roughly 58, 59-foot changeup.
And that one's going to catch him right on the belt loop. And that's what, the fourth or fifth hit by pitch in this game?
Yes, sir. That would be it. So that's going to bring Mason Toole to the plate, the Indian left fielder. 2 outs here in the top half of the fifth. Tucker McDonald on first base via the hit by pitch.
Fastball hit out towards the second baseman, Colin Ewaldson. He fields it cleanly, flips it over to second in time for out number 3. So nothing doing for the Indians here in the top of the fifth. Pirates got to get the sticks going. Bottom half of the fifth coming up 6-3 is your score. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
This is Gretchen Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge. Appleton County has always been my home. The Appleton County Pirates have always been my hometown team. Roots are what bind a community, and they run deep in this Appleton County resident. The Appleton County Probate Court documents your roots, and with each new birth, those roots continue to grow. I desire to honor my roots by serving the citizens of Appleton County. Honor your roots this election. Make your voice heard, and re-elect Gretchen Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge.
Paid for by the candidate. You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back.
Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
See Rents and Rents Insurance on South Main Street in Baxley or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
Welcome back. Colin Ewaldson sees the first pitch of the at-bat and hits a rocket out into the left center field gap for a leadoff double.
So after the strikeout in his second plate appearance, they couldn't keep him down long as Colin Ewaldson is now 7 for his last 8. Dating back to the beginning of yesterday's ball game.
And that ball got all the way to the wall.
Grayson Hall steps in the box.
The fastball catches the outside corner, 0-1.
And what I thought was a little far outside is that breaking ball gets through the catcher's legs, gets to the backstop, and allows Ewaldson to move up 90 feet to third base. Would be nice to go ahead and get Ewaldson across here without giving the Indians that first out here in the bottom half of the fifth.
As that pitch is hit high and deep out into center field. Center fielder McCall is able to make the catch for out number 1, but Colin Ewaldson's going to tag up, and it is 6-4 Vidalia.
So we do get the run, but on the opposite end of what I just said, we do give the Indians the first out. Would have been nice to keep it rolling with nobody out, but nonetheless, we will take a run.
We take the sac fly by Grayson. Grayson reaches for a fastball, hits it into the net, foul, 0-1.
Yeah, last couple of bats here from 9, we see him a little antsy here, as most of this Pirates team has been. And that fastball on the inside corner, and it's fouled off right behind home plate here. That one into the backstop as well, so very quickly 0-2.
0-2 from Barry. Hit hard out in the center field. Center fielder is drifting back again. He actually has to go down to a knee and catches this for out number 2.
So the Pirates doing a good job of barreling balls up, but they should know this field better than anybody. Is you've got to absolutely step on one to hit it out of center field here. You've got to step on one to hit it out of here in general, much less center field.
That you do. And with the wind blowing in from right center?
Oh, yeah. Makes it very tough as N.J. Nance is in the box and takes a changeup inside for ball 1.
So 6-4 is your score. Pirates trailing by 2 here. And that ball's hit hard out in the left field, and that might get over his head. And it does. Gets all the way to the wall. N.J. Nance rounding first. He's at second standing with a 2-out double.
So off the crack of the bat, thought we might have a chance for a round tripper, but we'll take the 2-out double that one hops the fence. Well struck ball there by Nance. And we'll give Nate Livingston an opportunity to get a 2-out RBI.
And night by night, Nance looks more comfortable in the box.
That he does, and it's going to be a very pivotal piece in the lineup to get going, and I say get going now, but keep going. Now it's the perfect game. All-American teams came out today, and N.J. Nance was honorable mention as that pitch misses down in the zone for ball 2. And N.J. Nance was honorable mention for the Southeast region for underclassmen, and then right there beside him, Jason Griffiths was first-team All-American underclassmen for the Southeast region. So congratulations to those 2 young men.
Nate Livingston with a chance to cut this lead down to 1 as that ball's going to be thrown into center field. Good job by McCall out there to back that up.
Thankfully, it was in the center field, because if it was spot on, I believe Nance is walking back to the dugout, and we're transitioning into the top half of the 6th.
If nothing else, it is bang, bang, and it's going to be a tough call for the umpire. 2-0 to Livingston, swung on and hit foul over the light poles here in by the Vidalia Indian dugout.
Runs the count to 2 balls and 1 strike here to the Pirate catcher.
You know, cliche, 2-out hits win ball games, and this is a big spot for one right here.
Very big spot. As Nance creeps away
in the dirt, good stop by King. And I was actually looking down. I'll let you call that.
Yeah. Honestly, just a great read there by Nance. And usually you would not like to see your runner at second base attempt that, but he got a very good read on the dirt ball there. Didn't hesitate and took third. Throw almost went into left field.
As Livingston hits that one well, but foul down the right side. And that's going to keep it at a full count. And that's just 90 feet away. And that one's going to miss outside, and that'll be a walk. And put them at the corners for the Pirates for Landon Anderson. Landon hit the ball well his last at bat. Just hit it right at that center fielder who's playing a great game in center.
That he is. He's having to, because every other at bat, the Pirates are lining one off out there. So I know we keep mentioning Landon Anderson running into one, and honestly, there would be no better time than right now. The long ball would put the Pirates up 1, but we'll take a base hit.
Well, most definitely. First pitch to Anderson from Barry is swung on, hit high in the air out into right field. The right fielder is coming over, and he's able to make the catch for out number 3. So the Pirates get 1 here in the bottom of the 5th, and it is 6-4. Vidalia leads. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
Let's go for a slice. Village Pizza in Baxley has the best pizza around. Everybody knows that, but did you know they've also got a variety of delicious cheese sticks, fresh sandwiches, and barbecue and hot wings? Why not treat yourself to the lunch buffet? It's chock full of just about everything your heart and stomach desires, and it's available from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. They've got a party room in the back, perfect for birthday parties and meetings. Village Pizza on North Main Street in Baxley, open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Give Village Pizza a call, 912-367-9851.
Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Omaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Omaha Oil. Murray Oil and Omaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
When should you call Lisa Pierce at the Lisa Pierce Agency in Baxley? If you drive this. If you fly this. If you ride this. Lisa Pierce is serious about protecting your business investments and toys. Stop and see Lisa Pierce at 395 West Parker Street in Baxley, or call her at 912-367-4100. She makes it personal.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Welcome back. Going into the top half of the sixth. 6 runs on 3 hits to the Indians, 4 runs on 7 hits to the Pirates. So the Pirates have out-hit the Indians, but they have not outscored the Indians, Mason.
They sure have not, as the Pirates have, well, I'll go ahead and say it pretty plain as they beat themselves and are beating themselves. I wouldn't even give the credit to Vidalia, as I would like to pull the stat sheet and see how many of those runs are via walks or hit by pitches. And after the game, we can do that. Go back and see how many of those walks and hit by pitches came around to score.
So Moy is the hitter now. Dason starts him off with a fastball inside corner, gets the call 0-1.
Moy 0 for 1 on the night. His first plate appearance was via pinch hit.
Ground ball off of the tip of Dason's glove. Colin makes a great play to get the out.
Yeah, Dason, out of reaction, went for the ball and deflected it off the tip of his glove, and Colin Lawson was actually on his way behind second base as that ball was hit in what I would have called the 1-4 in slow pitch softball, but Colin did a great job of adjusting and coming in to get it.
Swung on, hit foul right over our heads, 0-1. And that'll be the leadoff man, Jackson Berry, opposing pitcher.
And after the first inning, Berry did a good job of settling in.
He's going to hit that out into right. Little line shot caught by Jack Carter for out number 2.
Dason do a very good job of keeping them off balance, working a very healthy diet of fastball changeup combo and getting the Indians swinging and using that good defense behind him. Going to bring up Braden McCall.
Some of our pitching staff struggled today, but so far Dason's come in and threw a lot of strikes and got outs. That one's also a strike on that knee-high fastball, 0-1. That's a 50-50 call today.
Flip the coin.
That one misses just a touch outside, 1-1. So 2 outs and nobody on. 6-4 is your score. Vidalia leads the Pirates. That one's going to be hit high out in the center field into the right center gap. N.J. Nats and his speed is able to get over and cut it off and make the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing for the Indians going into the bottom half of the 6th. 6-4 is your score. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
Are you ready to make the change to a career that empowers you to make a difference? Georgia Allied Health Institute in Hazelhurst is training students for high-paying, in-demand jobs that matter. They offer programs including patient care technician, ultrasound technician, phlebotomy technician, dialysis technician, medical assistant, and certified nursing assistant. They also offer a prep course for RN students who need to prepare for the NCLEX. Give Georgia Allied Health Institute a call today, 770-370-7686, or visit them online at alliedhealthinst.com.
Nothing beats that ride home after winning the big game, especially if you're riding home in your new ride from Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Woody's highly trained team has been coached to get you the most car for your money and the most money for your car. Let us go to bat for you. Whether you're looking for the latest, greatest, top-of-the-line sports car or a safe, sensible SUV to take the kids to and from the game, you'll find your perfect ride when you talk to Woody. Together, let's drive to Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC in Baxley.
If you're a Class A CDL holder with at least 2 years of experience, come on out and apply to Williams Brothers Trucking. WBT cares about the safety of their employees, and they want you as a part of their family. They offer great benefits, competitive pay, 401k, health care, and hauls that will have you back home every day. We look forward to working better together with you. Williams Brothers Trucking wants to wish the Appleton County Pirate baseball team good luck this season, and go Pirates.
All right, welcome back. Looks like Jackson Berry is going to go out and take the mound for his 6th inning of work. And J.D. Sykes going to lead things off. First pitch misses outside, 1-0.
7-8-9 due up for the Pirates here. Hopefully we can turn this lineup with less than 2 outs as J.E. Sykes swings through that fastball for strike 1.
Sykes had a hit in his last at bat, I believe, as that one swung on and missed 1-2.
So, yeah, would be very nice to get this thing back to the top part of that lineup that's been hotter than donut grease here lately, Taft.
That one almost got a piece of him. He had to lean back on the shoulder-high fastball, 2-2. Someone's going to miss just a touch low, 3-2.
And that is a very good pitch there from Berry, and an even better job of Sykes laying off. Thought that was a very, very close 2-strike pitch.
I agree. So a payoff pitch on the way. Sykes is trying to be the leadoff runner getting on, as that one is a called strike. He leaned back like he thought it was going to hit him, and it got called a strike.
So the leadoff man down on strikes for the Pirates. And very well could have been a makeup call from that breaking ball.
Well, that one misses just under the knees, 1-0. Way upstairs, 2-0. And I agree, I think it may have been a makeup call. Sykes has to lean, or Walls has to lean out of the way of that one, and he's way ahead here, 3-0. Outside, ball 4.
And Walls made sure, didn't toss the bat back until he got confirmation that he was not going to call the give me 3-0 strike. He did not.
So Nolan Sykes, the batter, Colin Ewaldson waits on deck. Sykes going to square around the bunt. He's done that very well this year. Does another one right at the pitcher. He flips it underhand for out number 2, but gets the runner in scoring position.
One of the longest underhand tosses I think I've seen here lately.
I was just about to say that.
And that is flirting with the distance that you go ahead and throw that thing overhanded. But Nolan Sykes gets the job done, gets that runner into scoring position here, but it's going to take a 2-out hit to get him home. And nobody better than Colin Ewaldson right now to do it.
Ewaldson does represent the tying run.
And last night proved 2 times that he does have the power to do it.
Breaking ball low and out. 1-0. Pitch on the way to Collins. Swung on, hit high out into center field. McCall is camped out under it, and that'll be out number 3. So Pirates leave one stranded out at second. 6-4, still your score. Going to the top half of the 7th. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
Hey, y'all, this is Appleton County Sheriff Mark Melton, proud supporter of our Pirate baseball team. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as sheriff. I'm seeking re-election, and I'm counting on your vote. When it comes to serving and protecting the citizens of Appleton County, my staff and I will crowd the plate and swing for the fences every single time. So help us hit a home run this election season. I'm Sheriff Mark Melton, and I approve this message.
They take the pain out of propane. Sykes Propane in Baxley is here to take care of all your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Sykes Propane also sells Warming Trends fire pits, Peterson Real Fire gas logs, Renai water heaters, Generac generators, and True Flame grills and outdoor kitchens. Owners Daniel and Danny Sykes are looking forward to serving you soon. Sykes Propane, located at 2174 Hatch Parkway South in Baxley. Give them a call at 912-367-1151.
There are many ways to establish a working relationship with your bank. Let us help you find the perfect relationship here at Community Bank of Georgia. Our knowledgeable staff is committed to forming a relationship with each customer to provide a sense of unity to obtain the highest level of customer service. Whether you are opening a checking account for your children or opening your first business, experience relationship banking the way it used to be here at Community Bank of Georgia. Come see me, Perry White, or any of our courteous staff at Community Bank of Georgia at 700 West Parker Street in Baxley.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Three-hole hitter Patel is in the box to face Dacian Griffiths here in the top half of the 7th.
Don't know where that changeup missed that tap.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But it did, and that one misses low, and it's 2-0 to Patel. 6-4 score here. Top of the 7th. Pirates trailing. Ankle high fastball misses. 3-0.
So 3-4-5 here, and you would think if the Indians do get the leadoff runner on, they're going to play some small ball and try to get that extra insurance run, as that one is in there for a called strike.
Patel wanted the walk there, but he didn't get it. 3-1. Jason out of the line, way upstairs. And that's a leadoff walk for Patel. I'll bring up the cleanup spot.
Carson Ricks to step in the box here.
I have him 0 for 2 on the day.
With a hit by pitch. One of the several that the Pirates have issued tonight.
He's going to square around the bunt. And I don't know that he pulled his bat back.
He did not pull his bat back.
He got hit in the helmet, and I don't think the bat ever came back.
He did not pull the bat back. As I know he got hit in the helmet, but I would have to appeal that.
100%. And first off, I hope the kid's okay. And it did hit him in the helmet, so I assume that he is. It's going to jar him a little bit. But there is no question in my mind that bat never came back.
He offered at the pitch. I know he got hit in the helmet. As like we said, we do hope the young man is okay, but baseball is baseball. Same thing if you're bunting and you get hit in the hand and you don't pull it back, the hand's part of the bat.
Both umpires are talking about it, and they're going to...
As it is a strike. And I do believe the correct call was made.
I agree.
And Coach Thorne's going to argue his case, as I would as a head coach, but I believe this one's going to be one he's going to lose.
You're trying to get out of the way, bro. Yeah, cut it. Right on the helmet. Terrible. Put it in the book. Yeah, put it in there. I like it. Good job, Coach. Get out of there, dude. In the wrong person.
He's getting a little chippy now.
What do you call
So he's going to have to come back and do it again. And Vidalia is not liking the call, but I called it as soon as it happened. I just didn't think he ever made an attempt to get out of the way of that.
He didn't, and I know the ball's coming at your head, but very tough call to make, tough situation, and I know that is Carson Rick's second time actually being hit, only credited with one, as that is strike number one. So nobody out here in the top half of the seventh. More than likely, Ricks is going to square around again here.
He's going to try to get another bunt down, but he hits that one foul, and it's 0-2.
And more than likely, a tad bit gun shy here. Just took one in the head. Steers that one foul.
Hey, y'all want to stay here? Game matters.
I'm right here, sir. I just walked over.
I ain't talking. Oh, I'm talking. I ain't talking. I'm talking to her. You don't have to go.
That's what he was saying. He's in charge, yeah.
It's really getting chippy now. We're going to umpire and come over and try to remove one.
So another pause in the action, but looks like we'll get back to things with one less Indian fan. And it is getting very hairy here, Taft.
It sure is. As we're just trying to get back to some baseball here.
Looks as if we are, and counts 0-2 to the Vidalia Indian cleanup hitter, Carson Ricks. Veer Patel, the lone base runner on first base. And it is getting loud here.
Brought some life into this Vidalia. As NJ Nats is coming in, he makes the catch, and they're going to be able to double him up at first. Uh-oh. And that was just what the doctor ordered there. Now, as Veer Patel took off almost like it was a hit and run, I highly doubt he misjudged that ball that bad. And NJ Nats coming in, called it, and threw a strike to first base behind Patel, doubled him up in the process. So 2 outs just like that here in the top of the seventh. And Lawson Lowe takes one for a called strike, very questionable call. And I'll be honest with you, Taft, without a shadow of a doubt, a ball. That was awful.
Ridiculous.
Without a shadow of a doubt,
that ball hit the dirt where the catcher caught it. So
we call low. And yes.
As the Vidalia fans have been chippy with him, but you still got to try to keep it.
Without a doubt, you do have a job to do.
That's one of those that's tough as a Vidalia hitter.
And I do feel for Lowe in that situation, as I would hate that. And second pitch to Lowe is change up, misses in the dirt. Ball one, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah. 1-1 is going to be outside. And it's 2-1. That pitch is going to miss just outside, and it's 3-1.
3 balls and 1 strike to the Indian DH.
Griffiths out of the line, delivers. Catches the corner, 3-2.
On the count here, full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top half of the 7th inning. Pirates need to keep it right where it's at to stand a chance in the bottom half.
Breaking ball or changeup looked like missed just off the edge, and that'll be a 2-out walk for Lowe.
Very good 2-strike pitch there from Dason. Changeup running away from him.
So Lowe over at first. The batter Northfleet swings and misses 0-1.
Northfleet 1 for 3 on the night.
Hit on the ground over towards Landon, and another great play as he stabs that one while he's going to his left. Flips it over to first in time for out number 3. And Landon Anderson's having a night over there defensively.
Hoover vacuum.
So nothing doing for the Indians here in the top half of the 7th, and the Pirates need 2 to stay. 6-4 is your score. Pirates trailing. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Omaha Building Systems is proud to support our Pirates. They do bid projects and design builds from the site work to the finished project. They can assist with engineering and design to help you build to your needs while cutting unwelcome design costs. Omaha Building Systems is licensed and insured, and they've been in business for over 24 years. Owners Robert Tillman and David Barber are looking forward to hearing from you. Give Omaha Building Systems a call, 912-366-8486.
Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service is Baxley's trusted auto repair shop. Their skilled and professional team is committed to getting you back on the road without breaking the bank. They do everything from oil changes and tire rotations to battery work and mechanic work, and they offer a 24-hour wrecker service. They even haul heavy equipment. Located on US 1 North of Baxley, Livingston's Garage, locally owned and operated. Give Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service a call today, 367-2459. That's 367-2459.
Play ball! Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's on!
Go Pirates!
All right, welcome back. Jackson Berry on the mound, I believe. As Grayson Hall's in the box. Sails out on a breaking ball that catches the inside corner 0-1.
So 2-3-4 due up for the Pirates. Need 2 to continue playing here. As that fastball misses the wide outside into the left-handed batter's box for ball 1. It's going to even the count up.
That one's way up in the zone, now 2-1.
So no time better than the present for a leadoff base runner.
Barry working very quick, misses on the outer half, 3-1 now. And a leadoff walk would be what the doctor ordered.
Yes, sir.
That one catches the corner, and it's 3-2.
3-2 to Grayson Hall.
Line over the second baseman and into right field for a base hit. And that's how you start at the bottom of the 7th.
Top half of this Pirates lineup seeing the ball better than anybody around right now. Don't have a ton to show for it tonight, but we have doubled them up and almost tripled them up in the hit column, but we're still losing by 2.
That we are. Dason Griffith's going to be the batter now.
As Dason does possess the power to tie this baseball game up in one swing. Nobody out in the bottom half of the 7th.
First pitch fastball right down the middle, belt high. Is a called strike, 0-1. Harry now out of the windup or the stretch. He slows down a lot when he gets in the stretch.
He does. He's in a very smooth rhythm while he's in the windup. He can dictate the pace of the game.
That pitch swung on and fouled off the catcher's mitt, 0-2, as Jason had a huge hack at that one.
He did. That was, and I am looking to tie this baseball game up, hack, and he finds himself in an 0-2 hole here.
Notes to pitch. Foul tip into the catcher's mitt. He's able to hold on to it, and that is out number 1.
So big out there for Jackson Berry.
NJ Nance will be the batter now.
Nance with a double, that one hop to the left field fence in his last at bat.
Berry starts him off with a breaking ball around the knees, gets the call 0-1.
Grayson Hall, the lone Pirate runner on the base paths right now, led off the bottom half of the 7th with a single to right field.
6-4 is her score. Fine run in the box. Grayson Hall out at first, and that breaking ball is right down the middle, 0-2.
Nance in the same 0-2 hole that Dason found himself in. Nance does call time, and the home plate umpire grants it.
And the 0-2 pitch. Had a good swing at it, fouls it straight back into the net. Just did miss that one.
He did. Had a beat on it. Fouled it straight back.
0-2 breaking ball swung on and missed, and that'll be out number 2, and the Pirates are down to their last out.
So after starting the inning off the way we needed to, Grayson Hall was followed up by 2 straight strikeouts, and the Pirates are down to their last out. One more hit to happen. We do triple up the Vidalia Indians in the hit column and still trail by 2 runs.
Fastball just does miss off the corner, and it's 1-0.
As that was extremely close. 1-0 to Nate Livingston.
That pitch is swung on, kind of hit off his hands. Left fielder is coming in and makes the catch, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. And that will end the game for the Pirates. And the Pirates are going to come up short tonight by a score of 6-4. We'll take a short break and hear from our sponsors and come back and wrap this one up. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today, 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Golden House West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
With over 17 years working in the courthouse, Gretchen Bailey has gained the trust of folks in Appling County. She knows that every case, every family, every decision matters. Re-elect Gretchen Bailey as your probate judge. Make your voice heard on Tuesday, May 21st. Let's keep her experience, her knowledge, her wisdom, and her understanding that she has earned over the years working for us. Let's keep the probate court in her capable hands. This message paid for by the candidate.
I'm Gretchen Bailey, and I approve this message.
You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back.
Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
See Rinse and Rinse Insurance, South Main Street in Baxley, or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
Everyone at South Georgia Insurance Associates wants to wish the Appling County Pirate baseball team a fantastic season. South Georgia Insurance Associates is an independent agency bringing the best in auto, agribusiness, recreational vehicle, church, flood, and business insurance to Baxley and surrounding areas. They work with many different insurance companies to find a plan that's perfect for you. You can learn more about the services and resources that South Georgia Insurance Associates offers and request a quote online at sgiainsurance.com. That's sgiainsurance.com. Go Pirates! Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Omaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Omaha Oil. Murray Oil and Omaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
All right, welcome back on a night that was not the best for the Pirates. Coming off a night that was one of the best for the Pirates. 18 runs on 18 hits last night, and then tonight you come in and can only manage 4 runs on 7 hits. No errors. It was just one of those games that the Pirates have had a few of this year where you surrender some free passes and they come back to bite you.
That they do, Taff, and I calculated up on my little handwritten book here, combined 10 free passes between hit by pitches and walks, and almost tripled their hit column and still come up 2 runs short. You do hate to see it, but it's almost a completely 2 different tale of the tapes there, as you said. Last night probably looked the best that we've looked as a complete unit all year, and I would argue and say that less than 24 hours later, we're back here and we look like a completely different baseball team, and not in the best way at all.
And I think this is a team that's just, searching to find a full identity that they can carry on throughout the whole year, and I believe they will find it. And there'll be a team that you're going to have to look out for, but you're going to have some of these ups and down days, and, you move on, you go into the next week's region and see if we can win another series, and then we'll even go for a sweep. But as long as you're winning these series, you're doing your job right now.
That's right. Not the prettiest and not the best on the book, as you would love those sweeps, but hopefully the Pirates figure things out and find that identity you were referring to between now and Tuesday, as Tuesday part of the gauntlet starts, Staff, and we go head up with that Toombs County baseball team, and who lost their ace last year to Tommy John surgery. He's back on the mound throwing for them. As far as I know, still verbally committed to go to Georgia State, so we will see yet another Division I arm. And a good Toombs County baseball team that hardly lost anyone last year, and we bragged on them left and right last year.
And that we did, so it should be an interesting series coming up next week, and we'll see how this Pirate team can do. Right now, I don't know what Toombs did tonight, but the Pirates were still sitting on top of the region, and we'll go over there. And I think this Toombs team is one of the main ones that we have to look out for to fight for that 1 and 2 spot in the region. But that's my personal opinion. I think that Toombs team is going to be a very good baseball team. I think we're going to have to play very good baseball to beat them. We're very capable, and it may very well happen, but I think we just have to play solid baseball.
That is right, Taft. But Pirates do come up on the short end of the stick tonight and beating themselves once again, losing to the Vidalia Indians by a score of 6-4. And no game tomorrow night, as games were changed a little bit due to weather, but we'll be back in action on Tuesday over in Toombs County playing the Bulldogs. We will. So we're wrapping this thing up, looking at your box score, 6 runs on 3 hits, 1 error for Vidalia, 4 runs on 7 hits, and no errors for the Pirates. The Pirates come up short by a score of 6-4. We will see y'all Tuesday night. That's going to wrap it up here for us. From Mason Parker, Taft Vaughn, you've been listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
You've been listening to Appleton County Pirate Baseball on the Big Wolf 96.7. This broadcast has been brought to you by Community Bank, Rents Insurance, Sykes Propane, Down to Earth Trailers, Woody Folsom Ford, Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC, Uri's Home Center, Trinity Electric, Murray Oil, Village Pizza, South Georgia Insurance Agency, Williams Brothers Trucking, Healthy Community Center, the Lisa Pierce Farmers Insurance Agency, and Omaha Building Systems. Thank you to our sponsors.